There's a lot of negativity going on here. Non-GMO, manifesto. And then next to that, they got a picture of a chicken. And that chicken's been tattooed with the words cage-free eggs. No, that's not cage-free eggs, that's chicken. Welcome to the Willie Bill Outdoor Show. This is good, isn't it? Whoa. Hey y'all, this is Willie Bill. I got a review for you today, and it is of this. Man, I haven't made this arm motion enough times in the first. I guess it's the first, especially we keep doing it. First 4 years, 5 years, how long have I been putting these up? I don't know. Any hardcore followers out there, can you tell me how long I've been doing this? Can you tell me what my first review was on the YouTube? Hey. This week we got for you more food. You might ask, Willie, why I got so much food? I thought it was outdoors, it's like survival, and well, you know what? I have a limited budget and I already have to eat. So it makes more sense to me to keep buying food products that I need to eat anyway than to continue to buy gear that I might or might not need, but it's questionable how much of it I can afford anyhow. So food's a good one for me. I need to eat. Might as well try some different stuff and let you guys know how I feel about it. So this one here is a Sweet Street Toffee Crunch. Hashtag Sweet Street OMG. OMG, what a clever quip to put into a hashtag for the internet. OMG, oh my God. I think that's what that means. Maybe oh my goodness if we do not want to facilitate a religious affiliation. OMG. Non-GMO, manifesto, cage-free eggs, Blondie. Oh my God, this is the most complicated treat I've ever experienced. Are you kidding me? It's made by Sweet Street. That's a strange premise. I've never heard of a street that even had a flavor. Never mind if it was sweet or bitter or sour or spicy. None of those have ever been something that entered my vernacular. But this is coming from a Sweet Street. It is a toffee crunch. Toffee. I don't even know that that's a real thing. I know that like candy bars advertise it, but I have never seen evidence of what toffee actually is. Is it an element? What is it? An element? Is it a plant? I don't know what toffee is. And then it crunches. Crunch is an action. Crunch is something that someone or something can do. It makes a crunch noise. When I say those words, you can go in your head and say, I know what a crunch noise is. I can imagine what you're describing. Perfect. Non-GMO. GMO. I don't remember what that stands for. I just know there's a whole lot of people upset about GMOs. So if they's upset about it and they don't like GMOs, then I guess they would like this one, and they would like it so much that they're willing to sign on to the manifesto of the non-GMO. Manifesto being the type of thing that a Unabomber wrote before we start blowing up people in their homes. Manifesto. I feel like whenever there's a manifesto, it's a bad thing. Is this also an example of what term I've heard called mansplain? Why is it a manifesto? Why is it not a person-festo or they-festo or she-festo? I don't completely understand manifesto. In my experience, it hasn't been a good thing. So there's a lot of negativity going on here. Non-GMO, manifesto. And then next to that, they got a picture of a chicken. And that chicken's been tattooed with the words cage-free eggs. No, that's not cage-free eggs, that's chicken. It's completely different. If you're gonna advertise cage-free eggs, shouldn't you have a picture of egg that says cage-free eggs? What are we doing here? Blondie. You know what Blondie is? Not the cool 80s band, other Blondie. Blondie as in the opposition to a brownie. What are we doing here? Brownie has always been the accepted dessert treat. Why do we have to have Blondie? What's wrong with brownie? I think brownie's delicious. I don't know that I've ever had a brownie that I disliked. I have some experience with Blondie. I've definitely had a Blondie that was not good. I've had Blondie that just tastes like maybe a attempt at a cookie that went wrong, so they jammed it in the shape of a brownie, but realized it didn't have enough chocolate in it, so they called it a Blondie. And it's just a disaster. So I'm gonna cross my fingers that this isn't that. Man, there's a lot of social resistance built into this here dessert treat. To the extent that I'm starting to become uncomfortable that I even want to participate in eating this thing. On the back, it says the power of good food shared. Man, good is one letter off of God. It almost says the power of God on the back of this treat. What's happening here? Who's these Sweet Street people? What they got going on here? Where's this coming from? Sweet Street, Reading, Pennsylvania. I don't know much about Reading, Pennsylvania. It seems to me like there's a lot of upset people there. Man, there's a story. Okay, it's hard to imagine. I had a dream. It doesn't say I had a dream. It's hard to imagine it all started with Sandy's giant chocolate chip cookies back in that hot summer of 1979. Today, every batch of our manifesto cookies and bars starts with all butter dough. How can you have all butter dough? If it's just butter, then it's not dough. It's just, if it's all butter, then it's just butter. Come on now. All butter dough, free of GMOs and artificial additives, mixed with sustainable chocolates, cage-free eggs, and then baked for you with love. Stay amazed. And there's like a signature on here. So they're trying to take this horribly negative front side of the package and then spin it with positive by saying with love on the back. I'm very conflicted. I'm very conflicted. Let's open this thing and see what's up. All right, there's our Blondie. And honestly, it does look like a squared off cookie. So I'm going to be curious. I hope this is tasty. Blondie. Why Blondie? Maybe just square cookie. Okay. That's delicious. That's actually really good. It does taste very close to a giant chocolate chip cookie, but the center does have enough softness and enough like moisture to it that it does kind of resemble the way the inside of a brownie would be. The flavor's good. The flavor's good. The flavor's really good. So man, this thing, if you were to just serve this to me on a plate, I think I'd enjoy it quite a bit more. In this packaging and everything that's going on with all these different terms and conflicting ideas, manifesto, but then it's with love. Man, this thing is a bit of a headache, but it does taste really good. So, Sandy, I'll say good job on what's inside the bag. That's wonderful. All this garbage on the outside, maybe just say baked with love and sell the Blondie, and you'd be way better off. You also save some money on different printing different colors and type. No, that's good. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee and finish this thing off. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe. We're going to be here again next week. We'll see you then. Take care, y'all. That's good. Do you want this? You can't eat that. That's human food. You can have pets. You're a good boy. That time you didn't bark. Finally.